Good morning, everyone. We have a lovely little incident or story that took place in Mark's Gospel, chapter 8. And it's that time when Jesus said to the disciples and the apostles, he said, "Who do people say I am?" He's actually saying to them, let's get some feedback. And Jesus would have known what people were saying about him, but and probably did so, asked the question because he did so. He knew that people were asking that question. Peter says, "You are the Christ." In other words, you are God. And even with that, later on in the passage, it says, Peter remonstrates with Jesus when he teaches them that he will die and rise again. And Peter's just said, "You are God," and now he's saying, it doesn't, strange, eh? I suppose what it does is it reveals the humanness of the apostles and how they were battling to grasp the reality of this man as God, and also trying to deal with the responsibility and the challenges that he was giving them. And so Peter was trying to come to terms with it, trying to hold on to it. But Jesus turns around to him and says, "Get behind me, Satan." That must have been a slap in the face. Get behind me, Satan. Why? Because the temptation and the challenge wasn't coming from Peter, coming from Satan. Jesus knew that. Peter wasn't aware why he was saying these things. You might say, well, he did know what he was saying. But that's what temptation is all about. It fools us into doing things that are wrong, but we think they're right. That's the greatest and the most difficult sin to deal with. Trying to persuade people that what they're doing is right when it's actually wrong. Some politicians are quite good at that. But Jesus carries on to say, the way that you think is not God's way, but man's way. And we do that. As human beings, we tend to rationalize things. We'll say, oh, God will understand, or I'll make other time for God, and so forth. That's not God's way. That's man's way of sorting out things in his own life. And we're all guilty of it. Me too. We're all sinners. We're guilty of sometimes doing things that are man's way and not God's way. And we've got to guard against that, because it makes us lesser people in the eyes of God as a result. Let's keep ourselves safe, and we'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.